Alright, and we got the last one for the day, which is Sarki, who played Rothog on Volskaya and said, I feel like I got a lot of value for my team, but made a lot of stupid mistakes, and my positioning was not great. So let's go over this one, and this one will be the last one for the day. We're number 9, 10. So, a quick look at your team. You got a Reinhardt who's gonna play main. You probably want to take a slight of angle and get value. We're going left, which is okay. No need to jump so much, but not a big deal. You should not go in front of your Reinhardt. You just got caught because you went in front of your Reinhardt. Play with like Rotok is a very big target. You need to play with cover and minimize the amount of time the enemy can shoot at you. And in this case, like going in front of your Reinhardt just gets you hooked, right? Like, yeah, you could argue that the Ryan should be shielding, but even if he should be, you should not be in front of it, because if you were shielding right now, you'd still be in front of it. Play closer to cover and let your Vine go in first. Or, alternatively, if your whole team is going left, you can take a detour and go right so that you get a different angle, which is very important with Rothhook to get a different angle. That said, you can probably still heal and get out. Yep. You can go for a hook, good kill. You got hacked, so you take cover. Overall, your play has been pretty good. Like, it doesn't feel like gold. At least from your own perspective. Of course, you walked in front of the Reinhardt, but you got a decent hook. You got the hook them into my team and then kill them. Technique going on. You got another kill. You should heal. You reload, which is nice to see. You could have hooked someone there. Good hook. You just kill him, and even though you die, you probably won this fight. You kill like 4 people, dude. Overall, yeah, it was solid. Like, we literally just won that fight. That's okay. Not a lot I've got to say about that one, because you literally just rolled the enemy team. I think you're looking for a hook. Like, again, the one thing I've been able to say is play behind the Reinhardt or play behind cover, or maybe take a different angle, right? Like, if your team is looking to go this way, you can go this way, but also if your team is going to go this way, you can go that way, because getting around the enemy front line is the best way to get value with Rothok. That said, they are literally just letting you hook people and get free value, so when you can do that, you just take it. But you can see how one of the big differences is that when you hook someone forward, they can get resources from their team because they are already shooting this way, healing this way. When you hook someone away from their line of sight, they can't really help them. So I do think you should maybe be looking for a slightly more pronounced off angle or just literally a flank. You missed, you dodge, you hide your head, so it looks like you're a pretty good player. Doesn't feel like gold, at least your gameplay doesn't feel like gold yet. That one does though, like... Oh, they're number 10. Here you get hit because you picked too far away and your team is not pushing forward. You just go too early and that's it. And again, you're like... Oh. You're like... Not in front of your Rhine, but like on the same island and not using the shield. Not using cover, not really going for anywhere where they may be surprised. So that one is a positional mistake that... It's not so much about positions, but more about the fact that you went forward without your team. That's probably just game. Yeah, that's right. Just reset. No, just reset. You lost 2 people, just reset. No matter how many people you can kill here, you're not gonna win. And that's it. Even though you got nanoed, you're probably not gonna win still. Missed the hook. Good kill, but like... I'm surprised your team hasn't gotten the lead field, I'll be honest. Because you just lost your healers, right? I think. I'm not mistaken when I say that, right? So you lose your Rhine. You lose your Junkrat, and you're basically 4 people on the point against 5 people. Then you help kill one. So we're basically 4v4. But their spawn is right there. So I would not have committed to this. Also, you're not really a frontline tank. They could do a lot of damage to you. You missed the hook, which is unfortunate, but then we just kill the Moira because you're nano. Are you looking for to hook someone off the map? We get ticks though, which is solid. But you spend a lot of time here doing nothing. Are you memeing? Like, just go back to the point. Try to get people on the point. Help your team clean up on the point. That's a good kill though. But yeah, I feel like this fight was lost. Yeah, we can't win this. I feel like this fight has been on for a while, but we did get 2 picks by pushing, which is pretty solid. I would not have expected that, but you know, you get your value where you can. This is a very fast game too. So you guys either cap and then full hold, or just, I don't know. But I feel like you guys are literally just rolling the enemy team. Like on first, you just won because you got 3 picks. Even on second, you got 2 ticks because you got 3 picks, even though the fight was already lost. And you did lose it, but we got 2 ticks because you got 3 picks. So it's like, I don't have a lot to tell you. This is just a game where you just, like you said, you got a lot of value, and I can't really review a lot of things when you just roll the enemy team. There are some things like not taking flanks, not playing with cover or behind the Rhine shield. Like, good jump, good kill, right? The enemy does nothing to stop you. The immortality was late. You should be hiding more because they've got a window. Do not peek a window, they are just gonna delete you. But we just get 2 picks, right? And you just heal up. Even though you got hooked, you just heal up. You're fine. Good kill. Get the monkey, yeah, don't worry about the people on the left, just get the monkey. And we just full cap now, right? We should at least just full cap now. Get nanoed, you just kill people. Target focus isn't great. Like, you're trying to do damage, your team is trying to do damage. You just go AFK in the middle of the fight. But like, I don't have a lot to say. You probably just full hold them on defense, so that's that. Or maybe not full hold them, but lose first at the very end, then get second. But right now it just feels like, well, you are rolling them. I don't have a lot to say when you're just rolling the enemy team. Yeah, you could take better positions, especially on off angles, right? Like, you don't need to be here, you can be here. Why? Because if your Vine's fighting this way or this way, you can go for different angles. Right? That's the advantage with Rothog. You don't have to be with your team. You can play by yourself a lot of the time. Especially if it gives you an opening to get a hook around the Rhine shield. Which in this case you just get a hook anyway, right? But like, look at what the Rothog is doing, right? This is pretty good. He can get a hook this way, get a hook this way. Your whole team is gonna be looking that way, so he can try to get a hook. And he may get a hook. And he does get a hook. Right? That's such an idea. He hooks you and you're a very difficult to kill target. But you even get hacked. Like, if they had focused you down, they could have killed you. They don't, but they kill the Juggernaut instead. But you can hopefully see how taking different off angles can be really, really valuable. Especially to distract the enemy team's attention. And split the resources. We should kill him. Not the best Symmetra wall, but it's okay. And we may actually manage to hold this. You missed the hook. Just get back to your team. Just go back. You're a very chunky target. They will see if you try to hide that. Just go back to your team. You try to hook, you miss because the Rhine shield is there, right? And just get away from the window. That's it. Your Rhine dies to the window. If they window, you should hide from it. You did, but the Rhine did not. Good tie, I thought. Good hook, too. Like, overall, you're getting a ton of value, for sure. There are some mistakes that I've been noticing, like, mostly just the fact that you're not playing on an angle. You're always just on the front line. You're always just trying to go for the same people. Whoever you can see in the front line, not going for flanks. But, like, you guys are rolling this game, right? Careful about the Junkrat explosions. Like, you take so much damage to those. In fact, you're probably gonna die for them. You don't die for it, which is surprising. But, like, I don't have a lot to say. You're literally just rolling the enemy team. But I can, even then, even though you're literally rolling the enemy team, I can tell you that you're just frontlining with Rothog, where you should be looking for off angles, looking for hooks, right? There is a world where you frontline with Rothog, But that's just not this world. It should be like in a team at a higher rank, um, where you just can't get value and the enemy team has to focus resources on you. It's a long story, but basically, don't do this. Just try to. I'm not saying you're not getting value. You're definitely getting value. Your mechanics are pretty good, and you're just trolling the enemy team, which is like very counterproductive to a VOD review, because just rolling the enemy team is like, well, I don't really have a lot to say about things you did wrong, because even if you did, you're just rolling the enemy team. They don't have a lot to do against you right now. So it's like, yeah, I don't have great advice to give you, other than maybe go for different angles, because if they're looking this way, you can get a hook that way and get a free kill. Or split their attention and resources, right? So that you have 5 people here and 1 person here. But if they got like 3 people shooting at you and 3 people shooting this way, your team can just go in and kill them. But other than that, you're just getting free kills every fight. And I don't have a lot to correct them. You're just like, lol, hook people, bring them in, kill them. Because this is just a stomp. You're just stomping the enemy team. Which is why you usually ask for losses. I usually say I want close matches, and if it's better if they're losses, because in losses you cannot be like, lol, I just rolled the enemy team, right? Maybe you think it was close, right? Maybe you don't. In this case, it's clearly not. But maybe you think it is. But on a win, it can still be a roll. On a loss, it's either, if I tell you to find me a loss that's a close game, you'll try to find a loss that's a close game. You're not gonna send me a VOD review where you just get absolutely stomped. You can use your ultimate here to create space. You can use your ultimate here to create space. Okay, good. This Ana is done on you a lot. You already didn't do it with her, or she just got enamored with the way you carried the first point on attack. Do you just full hold them? You don't full hold them. Okay, good kill. Like, when you can get away with stuff like that, you can tell that you're following the enemy team. They are literally boom. And you can probably tell because you are going for that kind of play. You were not on the first point, but now you're just trolling the enemy team. Which, by the way, can be dangerous. Once you start trolling and stop playing seriously, your concentration and your mechanics weighing down a lot. Like, they get a lot worse usually. But your mechanics are good. Like, you keep hooking people into your team, you flick to the side, you hit headshots. That's pretty good. I feel like the biggest thing is that you're literally just playing with your team and shooting at things that are in front of you, rather than trying to get value behind the enemy tanks, behind the enemy Reinhardt. Good ult. But you should not stand in front of the window, and you get shattered, and you get killed. Like, that ult was good, but you should back out. Your ult does not... It has the same damage no matter how close you are. Or rather, each bullet does the same damage no matter how close you are. They spread out, which is why you do a lot less damage at range. But they still do the same damage and the same pushback. So you should just ult, go back a little bit, and control this area, for example. Do we lose that because you're dead? Because you're just carrying your team. I don't know what to tell you other than, well, yeah, you're killing 1 or 2 people every fight, so of course you're winning. And then you die and we lose. It's not a coincidence. You missed the hook because of the monkey bubble, which is not great. You can probably hook that. Good hook. At this point, all the fight is just lost because your team has much longer response to get back. So let's go on to the second point. Yeah, you guys just full hold them, right? Yeah. You can break the bubble. Just break the bubble. Just break the bubble. Okay, good. Now you can just hook the monkey and kill him. You could have hooked the monkey there. The monkey was very low. You should heal. Okay, good. You should probably go into the ult. Decent hook, but you should have probably ulted there. Ulting first is usually very good. Use your ultimate. Okay, good ultimate. Probably won the fight. Yep. Just trolling the enemy team. And again, you should probably just be going for small flanks to get more value, but you're still getting a ton of value. I can't be like, lol, you're doing nothing. You're clearly playing with cover sometimes, which is good. Hooking people into your team, which is good. Your healing timing is really good. So it's like, your aim is solid. I can't really give you a ton of advice on such a massive victory, right? And this is why I really don't like it when people send me videos or just bots of them rolling the enemy team. It's just like, I can't give you advice to. You're rolling them in this game. Like, you actually get hooked into the enemy team and they don't kill you. And there's no one to help you. And you went very far forward by yourself because you were like, I'm rolling, lol, I'll just troll them. I'm gonna try to hook someone. And they've got 3 people, and Sombra's too far away. But they got 3 people. And they are not punishing you, even though they got like a bunch of people here. You just get away. This is, maybe you get away? Yeah, no, you don't get away, but you're just trolling at this point. You're like, you know you're winning by a lot. You're just like going at the enemy spawn and be like, hello, I'm here. I'm fucking owning you guys. That's a really good triple kill. Are we gonna come back from this? Because I know we are gonna come back from this. You just get a hook because they just ignore you. By the way, this is what I meant earlier when I said that coming in from the flank can get you a ton more value. When everyone in the enemy team is looking forward, right? Everyone in the enemy team is focusing down on this area because your Moira is here and whoever else, I think your Ana was there, right? And your Moira is here. The enemy team is like, oh, well, let's not pay attention to this, and then you just get the hook and kill him because there's no one to pay attention to you. That's why coming in from the flank is so important. They also don't delete you, which they should. Oh, they do delete you. But you just buy time, you get a peg, they don't have enough target focus, and we just come back with ultimates. And again, I don't know what you want me to say about this, other than you could just be going for slightly more flankier flanks. You are definitely trolling at this point. Like, is this an ego vote? You just go, I'm gonna delete the enemy team, here you go, you can watch it? Because that's what it feels like. There is not a lot of room to grow on this map because you're just rolling the enemy team. And a lot of my commentary has been, you are just rolling the enemy team. All the monkey, he's got no jump. Yeah. Yeah. Junkrat behind you. Kill the Moira, you missed the Moira, she was right in front of you. That's it. You just win. And what do I have to tell you? Nothing. You just rolled the enemy. And this was not very good for me, and this was not very good for you. The only thing I can tell you is go for slightly more... try to get around the enemy Reinhardt, around the enemy frontline in general, not just Reinhardt. Like, if your Ryan is going this way, or you have, like, I don't know, a Zarya going this way, or a Sigma going this way, or whatever it is, or a monkey jumping behind them that takes the attention away, you can go for like a flank and be like, hello, you guys are looking that way, I can flank you this way and get a free kill. That's it. Right, I'm gonna call the stream there for today then. I'm very tired. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. I already got my full roster for Tuesday too. But, alright, feel free to open my Discord and drop a review for me to do later. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Have a good time.